Hello, everyone. It's been a while, but rest assured, I've been fine. I did some traveling. I went home, back to Atlanta for a weekend. Didn't work, kept it social, so that was nice. And other than that, I've just been working on things that will make my content and my business more of an asset to you. And speaking of that, this video is going to be another series that I'm going to be bringing you that hopefully you will find to be useful. It's just going to consist of a series of maybe 5, I haven't decided how many yet, 10-minute videos that will cover some topics that I hope will be relevant and will resonate with you and ultimately will be helpful. So this video is the first in a series that I'm calling Total Life Renovation. And basically it's just getting back to the basics of little things you can do that equate to big change. I post about that a lot in my quotes and my tips that I put in my, what is it called on Instagram? My feed, my posts, whatever. Not the stories, but like the posts that just like stay. I don't know my terminology, but you know what I mean if you follow me. So this video is just going to be, introductory about organizing, how not being organized is kind of detracting from your quality of life, your relationships, your money, various things that you may be overlooking. Okay, so let's just jump right into it. So this video is basically an overview on why we organize and areas in our life that are directly affected by how organized we are or how disorganized we may be. So the number one reason I have listed, I'm going to be presenting you 5 reasons we organize. So these are ranked in no particular order. I'm just going to jump right in. Number 1, organizing will actually make your life easier. Now, it seems like a lot of work going in, but think of it as an investment. So being organized actually streamlines your chores, like your laundry, like washing your car, like cleaning your house. Cooking is another one, but we're going to talk more about cooking later. So if you are able to put those things on a schedule, for example, Monday is the day or every other Monday in the month you take your car to be washed. I don't know, Saturday, let's say, is laundry day, or Thursday is laundry day. I'm not a weekend laundry person because I actually like doing laundry, so I do it typically during the week, actually, believe it or not. But we can say Saturday if that's what works for most people, because I know like the number one sort of mental block against doing laundry is, oh, it takes so long. You gotta put it in the machine, then you gotta take it out of the machine, and you gotta put it in the dryer. You gotta remember it's in the dryer. You gotta take it out of the dryer, or you remember it's in the washer and then put it in the dryer, and then you gotta fold it, and then you gotta hang it, and then you gotta do all this stuff, and then you gotta iron or whatever the case may be. For me, I love laundry because I like chores that involve machines, because the machines do all the hard work for me. And folding is, I don't know. I worked in retail, short story. I worked in retail one summer and learned how to retail fold, and it was off to the races until, from that point on, until today. Like for a while I was doing fluff and fold and having the laundry people do that for me, which I also recommend if you are just not a laundry person. And you can even schedule that. You drop off your laundry on Thursdays, you pick it up, the next day or 2 days later, and put it away on that second day you pick it up. Whatever works for you. But yeah, so folding isn't really, I kind of enjoy folding sometimes. It's actually relaxing, but I know that I'm not like a lot of people in that way. So do whatever you have to do. No judgment here. Okay. So, in addition to streamlining your chores, being organized will make your life easier by improving your time management, which means you can get more work done, which means you can make more money, which means you can have more time with your friends, your family, your spouse, your pet, whomever it is you enjoy spending time with. Now, for those of you who experience anxiety with scheduling, some people struggle with maintaining a calendar because they feel stressed out when they sit down and try to divide their time. If you create systems for all of your responsibilities and social engagements that you'd like to do, like your hobbies, like going out, whatever the case may be, it becomes sort of automated. You more or less know what to do, and the anxiety kind of leaves because you become accustomed to doing it. It's very routine, and it's one thing that you can sit down at the beginning of the week, at the end of the week, knock it out, and you're off to the races. Okay, so that was number one. Number two, getting organized will improve your relationships. And don't I know this because I'm called by married couples all the time, and I've seen so many fights. I'm always in the middle of, okay, well, tell her that she can't have all those picture frames, or tell him that these comic books are stupid. Well, Rolanda said that you have to stop doing that. So yeah, it's all in fun, but honestly, like, we're all different, and when it comes to time management, especially when it comes to space, if you're sharing space with roommates, with a spouse, with, some other family member, a friend, whatever the case may be, you got someone staying with you, that can really put a strain on your relationships. So when you clearly define things such as your space, your time, and you designate how you're going to use those tools, those resources you have, because time is a gift, space is a gift, especially when you think about other parts of the world where space is very limited and people have to be very careful about how they use their living space. So just getting organized will help you prioritize. I refer to space as real estate all the time. Why do you have this laundry taking up prime real estate in this room? Whatever. But if we start to think of things as resources and manage them accordingly, then we'll see an improvement with our relationships, because the people we interact with will value our space and our time more, and they will get the sense that we value their space, their time, their resources, their energy as well. And so you'll have a reciprocal thing going on. And so that is, well, one more thing on improving relationships. So getting organized actually will improve your mood, because once you have a system in place, there's less energy you have to devote to figuring things out. There's less, you have less anxiety, as I said before, with planning. You're more likely to stay on top of your health, your self-care, because you have a better idea of how your time shapes up week to week and how you can get those things in. And so, yeah, that is all I have to say on improving your relationships. Okay, so I lied. I have 3 points. And this is going to be the last one. I couldn't read my notes. Sorry. But number 3, organizing actually makes you richer, believe it or not. And it's very obvious when you think about it. If you don't have your bills on a schedule, what happens? You might be late paying a bill. You have a late fee. Now you're a little bit less wealthy because you have to pay the 25, the 50, the overdraft fee, whatever you're being charged for late fees. Budgeting is really organizing. You sit down, you look at your expenses, you look at what you'd like to do with your money, you look at how much you have, and you write out a plan for how that's going to work for you for the month, for the year. You plan to save so that you have a little bit of extra. You're less stressed out because you're not overspending. So in addition to that, once you've got your time and your money organized, you have time to plan to work on that business and actually do it. You can look for other streams of income. And obviously, the more financial margin you have, the less stressed out we tend to be in this society, the less stressed our relationships are. And it's just a good thing all around. No one wants to stress about money, right? Or how we're going to get out of this job we hate, or why we never have time to work on this business we've been planning to do. So on that note, I am going to wrap up this first introductory video. Drop some comments on whether you think organizing affects you in these ways. I will see you in the next video where we'll go more in depth. Until then, take care and be well. Bye.